30 seconds. Time's up. Get moving. Easy prey, easy day. Good work.
Welcome back to the channel, or if you're new, thank you for clicking. Today we're going to be looking at another eXtremerate product, and this one is called the Clicky. So what this does is it gives you digital triggers and bumpers on the PlayStation 4. What that is when you press L2 and R2, stuff like that, it only goes down a slight little bit. It's more like when you're pressing a mouse click. I've got the Dawn Kit 2 here, which gives you trigger stops. You can turn them on and off. If you're playing Warzone or something and you're in a car, make sure you turn them off because you'll go really slow. So what these do is this one is off and this one is on. So if I press that one down, you can see it goes all the way. This one only goes half. So if you've got a pistol, you can shoot a hell of a lot faster with this. So you can see there, that one goes all the way down and then that one doesn't. And then to enable them, you can just flick that up. Obviously you've got your two back buttons. And this one here is the version 1. You get 4 back buttons, but personally I only use the 2. I'm going to be using this one for the install video. Reason being, this one already has the trigger stoppers. Oh, I'm hitting me camera. This one already has the trigger stoppers on it, so it's a bit pointless. So I'm going to do the same thing I always do. I'm going to show you what's inside here, what you get. It's got some staples, so I'm going to remove them and I'll be back in a second. All the staples are removed. The way I've done it is I went in my drawer and I got a fork and I put it in the side and just prised it up. Just be really careful. You could, if you want, probably just cut this out, but I like to keep stuff intact, so that's the reason I took them out. To get inside, I presume you just go in. Yeah, you do. That's easy enough. Just bend that over and lift it up. So these are the little bumper stops, what you put inside your triggers. You've obviously got some screws to keep stuff intact, and you've got a little screwdriver, and you've got like a guitar, I think it's called a plec or a pluck or something like that. That'll obviously be to open the control pad, but I never use these. I just crack them open. And inside here, this is what you need, the little board kind of thing. And then the usual thing is saying you get a 1-year warranty. It's telling you where you can contact them if you want to, so I'll put that in there. I'm going to take all this out and put it in order. Everything's set up and I'm ready to go. Inside the little bag you do get spares of these, so I've only put the 2 for the triggers and the 2 for the bumpers. Obviously the board's there, and this is the control pad that I'm going to be using. I've got my little trustworthy screwdriver set here. This is what I'm going to be using, but you can use the one that's inside the box if you want. So first thing what you want to do is you've got 4 screws. You've got one there, one there, one there and one there, and all you want to do is just remove them. So I'll quickly do that now. All the screws are removed, and now all you want to do is open the case. Now the way I like to do it is put my thumb under here and put my other one on here and just pull it apart like that. Obviously mine's going to be a lot easier because I've had this open, but if yours is brand new and you're struggling, you can't use the little prying tool what came with it. So all you do is, like I say, thumb here, open that and that should crack. Same with this side, thumb on this one and the other thumb there, crack it, and that's it. And like I say, if you've got any difficulties with anywhere else where it's sticking, just put that little piece in and just prise it open. Now to open it, you just do that, and the way I'm holding it is I've got my fingers on the back here. I'm the one holding the back of this. Now to take this little cable out, if you can see, you just lift that up. So I just give that a wiggle and that comes apart. Now I've got the ribbon cable, which is for the mod kit, so this is only for the people that have got that. If you haven't got that, this will just fall apart. Now the next thing I'm going to do is remove the battery. The little connector is down here, so what you want to do is just put your nails or a little pair of tweezers or something. Just give that a gentle wiggle. Don't pull from the wires, make sure it's actually from the connector. And then that's off. You can see there is the little connector on the bottom. Don't pull by the wires. The next thing you want to do is get a screwdriver and remove this screw. Once that screw is fully out, just lift the battery holder and move it to one side. Now next what you want to do is remove this ribbon cable. Now it might be tricky or it might not. I don't know how. Let's see. See if my fingers are slippy. If they are, I'm going to have to go and grab some tweezers. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have to go grab some tweezers. Yeah, I'm gonna grab some tweezers and I'll be back in a second. I've got some tweezers, and what I'm gonna do is just put it on that ribbon cable, wiggle it a bit, and that takes it out. Now, for the people with the remap kit, what you will have to do is obviously remove this bit and take this ribbon cable out. But if you don't, you can just take the full board out. So for the people with the kit, this is what you're gonna have to do: is pull either side and just remove that, and then just put this mod kit to one side. Now this board, if you haven't got the mod kit with them, I'm just going to press this back in, take the little cable out, lift it up, just lift that over, just push that back in so it goes into place, and this should lift over. The only thing that might get caught is that cable. Don't know if you can see there, but it's getting caught. So I'm going to go like that and just push that inside, and then that brings it out. And then you can put this bit to the side, same with the other bit. Now what we're going to do is focus on the board. First thing I'm going to do is remove these triggers. So to remove these ones, all you do is just pull them. And if you do get stuck, just put something in to prise them, but you cannot break them. The good thing is these with the springs on them, the pre-installed, not like the version 1 where you had to mess about and put them in. Sorry about that, I was just trying to figure out the best way to remove these triggers. Now the way that I've discovered is if you put your thumb on here, so get the inside of your thumb, put it on there and sort of pull down. So I don't know if you can see that, I'm pulling down and that clicks that side off. Don't know if you can see there, but that's actually clicked off. And then if you turn it over to this side and you put your thumb on here and pull this way again, and then they just seem to fall off. Same with this side, if you put your thumb on there and just pull it down gently, don't have to be hard. My little click there was the board. I've just knocked the board off here. So you can see there it's wiggling. If you want, you can just press that back on like that. And like I say, put your thumb on there, pull that down, it'll make a little clicky noise. Same with the other side, pull it down and then they'll just fall off. Now to remove these, all you do is just put your thumb underneath there, pop that up, pop the other side up, and there's a little tiny catch there, so all you do is just pull that forward and that'll lift off. Same with this side, pull that up, and then the little tiny catch there, just lift it over, just there, and then they pop straight off. Now that's them removed. Now all you want to do is remove these little rubbers on here. You need to do this with your fingers. That one's removed, put it to the side. And that one is removed. Put that one to the side, and I'll remove all these out of the way. Now what you want to do is remove all this. So I'm going to open this with these two little catches. You can remove the analog sticks if you want, but I'm not going to bother. So this, just gently lift that up. So that comes over here. And then all you want to do is push that through here. You can use your tweezers if you want. In fact, I'm going to use the tweezers just so I get that little bit extra help. And then I'm going to lift that over here, be gentle. I'm going to do the same with this side. Just lift that up and just push it through. And I get the tweezers again. I'm going to pull this through here. I need some better tweezers, I think. These ones are pretty crap. There we have it, that's removed. And then all you want to do is remove the front. So this just all pulls off. That's stuck on with a little bit stickiness. But don't worry about it, don't worry at all. Everything just lifts off. And then the other one will obviously just all go back in place to where this was. So just get these off. Be careful with this though, don't damage it because you might want to put it back. And then this, obviously just push it through the hole. Come on. Might have to go on a little bit of an angle. Should I go on a left angle or right? Is that working if I go that way? Yeah, that's out. So that's out, that's removed. And that's what the original one looks like. But like I say, put this in the bag, which I'm going to do now, and keep this safe. Once everything's to the side, you just want to do a reverse install of the new board. So first thing I'm going to do is put the ribbon bit, which is that bit, through here. Make sure you've got this the right way. Make sure it's not that way. Make sure you've got it this way. So I'm just going to push that through the little hole here. If I can. Nearly there, nearly there. there we have it, that one's through. So the way I've done that is I went from left to right, because obviously that one sticks out a little bit more. And then what you want to do is put these over here, but you want to go under. So I'm going under and then over. Just push that in a little bit, and then just go around, press that down a little bit, and then I'm going to do the right hand side one. So I'm going to go over with the button to go in here. So that's going like that. Come on, any second, any second. Just be careful with this, because obviously it is a little bit fiddly. And then that's in and that's over. Connect them in a second. Just make sure everything looks aligned here. Just press everything into place. Press that on there. Press that on there. Press that one on there. Yeah, everything looks good. Now these, you just want to pull them down. You want to make sure they're stuck on here. So I'm just going to pull down a little bit. Just make sure they line up here with them. So yeah, they look good. Everything looks good to me. And this obviously it just goes in here. There's two little holes there. Sorry, there's two little, not holes. The holes are on this. And maybe you should have bent this a little bit before I put it in, just so it stays down a little bit more, so it's more firm. Now, if you're just using a normal controller, you'll just put this back together. All you'll do is put that in there, put that one in there, and then you're pretty much done. Now, me, with this having the mod kit, I'm going to have to put this in there, so it might be a little bit tricky. So you might have to bear with us a few seconds, because it might take a few attempts. I didn't realise the camera was on a little bit of a funny angle there. But if you look inside these triggers, there's three little lines. And if you look on here, there's three little lines. So the way this works is you just put this in that way, and just make sure you press down. So that should be in flush. I'll do it with the other ones. Where's the other one? So that one's already done. So like I say, this goes on a bit of an upward angle inside here. Put it in, just press it down, just make sure it's nice and firm. Easy enough. And these go inside here, so they just push on there. Just make sure they line up. Don't know how well you can see that, but that's what they look like. Can I get that a little bit closer? And that one, that's what that looks like. So the last one I'm going to put on here. Put that there, and they're easy enough. Like I say, they just press in. Now you can, if you want, install these to the board. So make sure you get these right. This is obviously right and that's left. So R1 is that one, which I'm going to put on here. Put that inside there, there. All that does is just presses in. So that one's in. And then that one is the same. Just press that one in. Make sure you line that up. Don't know if you can see there, but there's a little bit. And then snap that into place. So that's them clicked into place. Same with these, R and L. So that one's L for left. So if I've got that one's R, that one's L. The way you put these in is come underneath here and just go like that, and then just press that in. So don't know if you can see that, but I'm pressing left, and then I'm pressing right. It's a bit stiff, that one. It's a little bit stiff, but I'm going to press it in. There we go, it's in, the board's popped out, don't worry about that. Go for this one, so I'm going to go left, press it in, right, press it in, and then there, and then just press them just to make sure they're working. Don't worry if this board has popped up a little bit, you can just press that back down. But just double check they work, which they do. Feels really weird, that. Now, obviously, if you've got a normal one, you can just put the ribbon cable back through here and put everything back together. But with me having the mod kit, this might be a little bit tricky. I'm going to open this board again. It would probably be best if I had some double-sided sticky tape, but unfortunately, I don't. So I'm going to try the best I can. The way I'm going to do this is line that up with that. My hand's probably in the way, and then I'm going to gently drop it on top. Come on, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Yes, I think we've got it, I think we've got it. Is that in place? Yes, I think we've done it. I think we've done it. Right, I'm not going to touch that because I don't want to mess anything up. I'm going to grab the front casing, and as I mentioned, this little ribbon cable, just push it up gently, just so it's on a bit of an upward angle, so when you put this through, hopefully it'll go straight through the hole. So if I get this and I gently put it on top of here, I'm going to twist this round a little bit, so hopefully you can see the ribbon cable on that side. I'm going to get my tweezers and I'm going to try and wiggle that in a little bit. Can I get a better camera angle here? How can I get a better camera angle? There, is that better? Can you see? Hopefully. Trying to look at my phone down there. Don't know if you can see that. But I'm trying to get this in. I'm doing two things at once. So is that going to come in? No, no. Too low. That one's too far to the side. Yes, I've done it. Finally done it. I'm going to put that all together. Oh, the bloody board. Don't worry. Right there. Everything's done. Ribbon cable's through. I'm going to connect that ribbon cable into this. And then I think job's done. So to connect that ribbon cable is pretty straightforward. All you do is you just pull it over and wiggle that into place. So that's just pushed in there. And now what you want to do is attach the battery cover where it goes that way. Screwdriver. Right, that's done. I've screwed that in. And now what I like to do first, don't worry that this is all over. You know what? I'm going to actually cut this foil bit off. That's going because I don't like that. So what I like to do now is get this ribbon cable and connect it before I put the battery in. So the ribbon cable just goes in there. Press that and then that's connected. Like I say, don't worry about this. You can sort this out in a minute. Then the battery just goes back the way you got it. Connector, right hand side. Push it in and then that's connected. Like I say, I'm going to quickly chop this off. So you give it 2 seconds. Got my scissors. Touch sensor. Goodbye. I don't like you. You are crap. Don't need you. I'm going to do it manually. And then now all you want to do is make sure, if you've got the version 1, make sure that LED is with the little hole. Yes, the battery is falling out. So I'm going to line that LED up, which is there. Put the battery back in, and then just push everything back together. And then that should be everything. Now what I'm going to do is put my screws back in and test it to make sure it works. Or I could just press the button, and then we'll have it. It's all working. So I'm going to put the screws back in, and we'll be back in a second. Finally, everything's back together. Hope the video all went well, and if you do get stuck with anything, just ask and I'll help you out. Or you can watch one of my previous videos and that might show you a couple of things that I didn't show, but hopefully I have shown everything. It's just the camera angle is a little bit funny. This being the version 2, as I mentioned, them triggers go all the way down and that's where they stop. But these new ones, this is where, that's how far they go down. You can see there, that's how far they go. So I'm going to test these out. I'm going to give it a few days. I might actually do some gameplay. So if I can put these side by side, I'll tell you what. I'll put that one on, and I'll put this one, and you can see the difference. That one goes that far. That's with it on, and that's with that one on. So it's a huge difference. Absolutely huge. You can see there. You can see how far that crazy. So I'm going to test these out, and then I'll be back.